Hey folks, how y'all doing today? It's me, your friendly neighborhood Stately, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for City Skylines. Welcome to the fair town of good intentions, where today we have some traffic issues we need to deal with. This is our new neighborhood. We've been working on it for the last couple of episodes, and it's still pretty problematic. I'm not too concerned about the employer abandonment issues because our population is still growing and there's plenty of room for infill here, so I've no doubt we'll get that sorted out. But the traffic here, that's a problem. So I think we need to stop trying half-assed solutions and come up with a comprehensive plan to sort this out. What I think we'll do is we'll put a roundabout here. We'll see if we can replace this road with a wider one, and then I want to put a second exit here just for trucks, so that will alleviate some of the traffic coming through here to the industrial area. Because if you look here, there's quite a few trucks. This isn't actually a complete catastrophe, but this kind of is. All of this traffic is just sitting here, and it doesn't have right-of-way, so it's a little troublesome. All right, let's go ahead and pause the simulation and cause some damage. They're going to be pissed. Everybody's going to be pissed. Okay, so let's go with 2-lane, one-way, and we'll start here. We need circles. So we'll go like this, and like this, like this. And like that. And somehow that's not round. I don't know why it's not round, but that's City Skylines for you. Okay, now that we've accomplished that, we can go ahead and put our roads back in. All right. Are you going to be irritating about this? Here, it'll probably be easier if we just take the entire section there and replace it. Like so. This one is pretty straightforward. That's just a standard 2-lane road from here to there. It's odd. It seems to be a different road. What did I have going on here? Oh, it's because it's a bridge section. That's fine. We don't mind. And then we'll go back here and finish this off like that. That's odd. I seem to have mixed up my road types. Was it the one with the center divider? I seem to have found a road. Well, whatever. Like I said, we should actually upgrade this road. And I think we'll just go with a standard 3-lane here because they should be the same width. Like that. Well, let's just do the entire road. It's kind of weird to go from 3 lanes to 2 lanes in the middle of an intersection. This guy? Yeah? Okay, good. Alright, let's see to what degree this is going to help. Actually, this does look like an improvement, doesn't it? I think we might have solved the major issue here. We can go ahead and put down a road from here up to here, maybe. Standard 2-lane, we'll just go in a straight line from here to here, and then from there to there. Yeah, All right, I'm hoping that'll divert a lot of the trucks heading straight for the industrial area. This seems to have cleared up some. It's still a little troublesome. But this does all feel much better. So next step, we'll put down a separate on-ramp over here just for trucks to get into the industrial area. And while we're at it, we'll take a wider road and we'll upgrade this road. No? That's odd. Oh, those are already 4 lanes. That's why I can't upgrade it. So I kind of have this main 4-lane here going down into a 2-lane by the harbor, but we have a 4-lane road going through here, and that's fine. So let's go ahead and run this up to here at a straight angle, back to maybe here. We don't want the slopes to be too steep if we can avoid it. And then we just need to cross the road at a nice right angle, leaving enough space. I think that needs to be a little bit higher. It feels like kind of a claustrophobic overpass there. That's okay, we'll just raise it up a little bit. Something like that, and this side here needs to come up, and this side needs to come up a little bit more. I'm looking at these streetlights poking through, and I think preventing that is probably a good plan. So that seems to be, yeah, pretty much the right angle. All right, let's make some off-ramps. No, just a 2-lane, one-way, this guy right here. We'll go, well, you know, we could just go out here. Like that, and then on this side we do that and that, and that's hideous. It looks awful, but we'll fix this. This is fine. We can fix this. We can just go like this and then straighten this out a little bit. We'll do the same thing over here. Move all of this in some. Move this out like that. And what do you think? That's a, oh, this is kind of sloppy right here. That is, who built this? I mean, Jesus, what was that dude thinking? Here, let's give it some more space. That looks much better. And for consistency, we'll move this one out too. All right, that looks pretty good. The slope is just a little uneven, but nothing that's gonna like flummox traffic or anything. And we still have a lot of traffic waiting for the roundabout here. But this is so much better than it was. All of the traffic here is cleared up. So I think we'll let this ride for a little bit and make sure that we've solved the problems. Meanwhile, we have a lot of residential demand, and we still have some pretty severe employee shortages around here. So let's find some room for residential infill. And I've also noticed, I should say, that we've had some fires here, and that might have something to do with the fact that there's no fire department in this entire district. Maybe we should do something about that. Just maybe. What do we got here? We got a firehouse and a fire station and a firehouse and a fire station. I think we'll go with the firehouse. I generally like to decentralize this stuff, but I realize that at some point we probably want to build like a full-fledged fire station somewhere as well. Well, we got this little section right here, and it's pretty close to the kind of the center of mass of this new area, so that seems like a good place for it. Yeah. Okay. Look at all these buildings leveling up. It's all because of that fire station, guys. And here, yeah, we still have a lot of shortage and a lot of... Oh, this is also an issue. I'm hoping that this is simply because... Let's see here. Simply because traffic was having trouble getting into town. And all of the garbage trucks were getting stuck. But the fact of the matter is... we have no trash facilities on this side of the water, and I don't think that's going to fly. So let's go ahead and put down an incineration plant. Do we want it like right off the freeway like this? I guess that's okay. I mean, it's not going to do much for the real estate value here, but this is an industrial area, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, so Story Plaza. Last episode, or the episode before, I was experimenting with a new theme for this area, but it didn't actually work out. So I'm going to have to revisit that at some point. But for now, let's let this grow and just see what happens. Let's give everything just a little bit of time. And I'm looking at this road because if I want to start building around here, I think I'm going to widen this road. We can go with like this design here. And I can do that now without breaking anything down. So let's get that over with. We'll go with the tree sections and we'll just go all the way around with them. Because I do not expect traffic here to get lighter. It's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Woohoo! I'm a colossal city! I'm not a colossal city. I'm stately. But we can now build floating cafes, nuclear power plants, cargo hubs. That's basically a cargo terminal with a rail connection. And a thermal energy blah, blah, blah plant. You know, I haven't really spent much time looking at the alternative methods of energy production. I'm thinking maybe I should. Okay. There we go. So that's a much wider road, much more capacity. Our main drag here has been updated to 3 lanes through here, and traffic here is much, much lighter. So much less of an issue. And I'm seeing fewer, I'm still seeing quite a few, but I'm seeing fewer people complaining about not being able to find employees. Okay, so next step, this little section here, I want to ban freight trucks on here so that, no, that's the wrong button, obviously, so that we can further lighten traffic on the main drag here. You know, it's okay if they need to be somewhere, but if they want to get off the freeway, I want them using this exit here. Just to kind of spread the load. And what do we got going on here? We're going to have to see if this resolves, and if it doesn't, we will we'll I'll simply add some lane restrictions to reroute the bulk of traffic around this. I think this might be happening because I just changed the rules of the road here, and all of these trucks feel like they have to get off that lane, which they do because they can't go straight here. Oh, they can go straight here. Oh, well, I guess that's not too much of an issue. If it becomes an issue, we'll do something about it, but until then, we'll just keep an eye on it. But this is already a massive improvement. When we started off nearly 10 minutes ago, we had traffic jams backed up all the way here. This was completely crowded. So definite and major improvement. Excellent. Now, we need more residential space, and we obviously have room for infill here, but maybe not a massive amount. This hasn't even filled in. I'm not sure why. Is this just that undesirable? And it's entirely possible that people just don't want to live there. It's kind of a crummy little corner, but you'd expect to see something. Okay, let's do a few high density blocks here. We'll go with maybe 2 4x4s like that. You know what? Hold on. Like that, so that we can expand this road if we ever decide to link them together or something. Speaking of which, maybe we should do that, because I don't see any reason we shouldn't, frankly. Just put these two roads together, and that'll actually give us a little more space for housing too. Am I like in the wrong mode here? I'm not in the wrong mode. I am getting bridges where I don't want them. But that's easily resolved through the magic of mods. Yes, mods. Okay, alright, so these high density, this one's starting to fill out already. So that's good. This one probably won't take too much longer. What other good locations do we have here? This is all kind of close to the freeway, and I'm kind of hesitant to put anything too dense up there, but I think maybe on the other side here we can do something. We could have some apartment buildings here, and then maybe some kind of park in the middle to cheer people up. Large playground seems appropriate. It would be nice if I could actually see the zoning while I placed that, wouldn't it? Anyway, large playground, right there. And then we'll put some more on the other side. And we'll stick with the 3x3s, just for a bit of consistency. Maybe we'll eventually put offices opposite this. Okay, so what have we got going on here? We have these paths, and I think it would be kind of nice to do something with them. So what I think maybe we'll do is we'll grab the gravel path. We'll freehand it. Go down to the ground level. Why are you being so difficult? We'll kind of use this to connect some of these areas together a bit. Can I squeeze that in there? I'd like to squeeze that in there. But that's going to cost us a house. Alright, hold on a sec. Let's bulldoze. Oh, no, it did fill out. It just filled out kind of weird. That's just fine. It doesn't matter if we lose like one little zoned area here. Let's go ahead and unzone this so we don't get any weirdness. And there we go. Okay, so a helpful viewer on the previous episode told me that I'm using warehouses wrong, and By wrong, I mean not at all. So apparently for the industrial DLC, for the industries DLC, you need a warehouse for each type of material that you want to export. So these warehouses, actually we can just go in here and pull them up. Here, warehouses. When placed, and we have 1 or 2 placed, you need to decide what you're going to warehouse in them. So this one's animal products. It can be anywhere from unique factory products to zoned industry products. So we need to decide what, electricity shortage. We need to decide what we want to export and where. I'm gonna have to put down some new power. Would it be fun to do something different? These things have a lot of upkeep and not a lot of output. I mean, this thing outputs 80 megawatts at 1,000 a month, and the coal power plant outputs 40 at 560. Actually, it's about the same. Okay. All right. Geothermal power plant. Where would we put a geothermal power plant on this map? Where would you find geothermal power around here? It'd generally be like a mountainous area, right? Shall we have a power plant out here? I don't think our traffic lines... No, our traffic lines are connected here. I'm just not convinced that's a good place for a geothermal power plant. But something like here might be. Maybe this would be a good place for like some kind of combined power plant. And we could possibly even move some of our facilities out here. But this would also make like a nice seaside park. I don't know. I don't want it there. Oh, the difficult decisions that we have to make. All right, we'll put it down. We'll put it down here. Get some power going on here. So geothermal. What about nuclear? Should I just like build a giant nuclear plant? That would basically take care of all of my electricity requirements forever. But it also costs $8,000 a week. So geothermal power plant. Let's see. I think it would be best if it were set back just a little. So we're already using dirt roads here. We'll just continue with that because we're not expecting, much if anything in the way of traffic. And we'll split off here, go down this way. And we'll run straight for a little bit so we have something nice to connect to. Why you no snap? There you go. That's how it's done. That's how you snap. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It beats having them all in one line, one place. We are kind of digging into the terrain a lot here. Like a lot. But I think our best bet is to just kind of mold the terrain around the plant rather than try to raise the plant here. So we'll go ahead and grab that and get a decent brush size. Turn the brush strength all the way down. It's like rule the first is just turn the brush strength all the way down. And that's pretty good. Okay, let me check our power grid. This is all, hold on. This is all connected. We have a line running here. It's that little rural line, but it doesn't work. And then we have a line running all the way up along here, and here it connects properly to the main grid. So everything seems to be powered properly again. Great. So let's take a look at our industrial areas and this warehouse issue and see what the deal is. I think the first thing we need to do is build something for the specialized output. Like this guy right here, the pastries, I don't know where they're going. I see a lot of purple traffic, but I think that might be employees going home. What we need, though, is a warehouse for specialized output, and that should also help with our furniture store and our furniture factory and our newsprint factory. Oh, by the way, I need to look into the newsprint factory because I think we're not doing it right. Hey, Stately's not doing something right. Quelle grande surprise! Alright, so we could put down, honestly, building must be placed roadside. Guys, what do you think this is? Do you think this isn't roadside? What is the deal with that? What's up with that? Huh. Let's try that again. It doesn't seem to acknowledge the slope too steep. All right, well, that's odd. What's going on here? Is it the power lines that are in the way? Because I'm not seeing any grids here. Let me double check to make sure. I think these power lines can go away. Oh yeah, these power lines can totally go away. So let's see if that solves our issue here. We got so much redundant power lineage going on here. Okay, and let's see if we can now place warehouses. Okay, that was, for some reason, preventing us from placing warehouses. I'm going to run some roads out here, so we have the warehouses off to the side. What do you mean space already occupied? That's odd. C'est un peu étrange. Not even sure I said what I thought I said. Huh. Anyway, that's no big deal. Just expanding this outward gives us some space to work with, and I'm not sure what the deal is with this. I kind of do want to have a road out here at some point. Let's see if we can do that with anarchy without causing any trouble. Bet we can. Nope. Inexplicably. Oh, there we go. No problem at all. No problem at all. It's all very simple. Okay, so, medium warehouse. I didn't leave enough space. Okay, let's get rid of that second road I just put in. Hello, bulldozer? It's me, Stately. And there. No resource selected. Resource, unique factory products. I guess we'll find out. I think this is the most important issue that I neglected to address. And hopefully, this is fine. Am I not snapping properly? Snaps feel weird today. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. This is much better. There's still like this one shop here that doesn't have enough employees, and here's one, and there's still a couple of abandoned places. But overall, much, much better. Let's go ahead and pave the world. These little strips of green just don't fit in with the whole harbor theme. Don't you agree? And I want to dezone a few things over here. This section here, I probably shouldn't have zoned industrial to begin with. It's going to depress the land value of the commercial stuff, and it's good to have a little buffer between your industrial zone and the rest of the world. The rain turned itself on again. That's how you know that it's modded, because that happens. Look, it's not even turned on, guys. Okay, well, it went away. So that's good. Let's see. So our little high density area here seems to be working just fine. These houses are already showing good value too. Oh, by the way, I worked out that if you put a road around these bus stations, the buses behave much more naturally. It's not shown in the setup, but they try to like pivot on a point when there's no road behind it, and it all looks a little weird. So this is a good solution for me. Look how nice traffic is here. Look what a great job we did fixing this up. I'm very impressed with us, guys. We did it, Reddit. Okay, let's get cocky. Let's expand the industrial area a little bit more. I think what we'll do is we'll run... Can we have 90 degrees, please? 89. Yeah. That'll do it. Things just aren't snapping the way they should for some reason. Like that, and then... Should we run something down the middle? I feel like we should. We don't need this kind of space between these, so... We'll run something right up here. Like that. Why are you sad? Your building was abandoned anyway. Okay, so what's going on here? We've got 0 trucks in use, 22 out of 33 workers, and no product. Now, in fairness, it's possible... What the hell did I do here? It's possible that that's just because the trucks haven't gotten there yet. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't know what happened there, but that was weird. I like the American street signs. It's, what is it, Roads Plus, I think, or Roads Unlimited it's called. And they have different plugins for different types of streets. But there are cases like this where the street is attached to the harbor, where it just does not work. It is what it is. You know, no use losing sleep over that. It's weird. It strikes me as being weird. Okay, so while we're here, we haven't zoned this yet, and I think maybe we should have a little parking lot over here. We'll do a simple one. We'll keep it cheap and cheerful. This is nice and flat already, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's take a single wide here. Go from here to... I'm telling you, man, the snapping isn't working right today. There. Yeah, we'll go grab... What should we grab? Oh, look, it just about fits an 8x2. We might have some people parking on the sides of the road, but I'm not too worried about that because... Honestly, I'm just too lazy to do anything about it. Okay, so we have an incinerator plan here. So these people complaining about garbage, there's literally nothing I can do for them. Now, one other thing here. Maybe we'll put down a little strip of commerce somewhere so that people can have a place to go have lunch on their lunch breaks. And there, we'll leave a little gap. We'll just air gap it a tiny bit. We'll put some more down there. And then we can wait excitedly for these places to fill in, realize they can't get enough employees, and then quit and go bankrupt. Good stuff. All right, let's take a quick look at the town, make sure we're not having any death waves or fires or anything like that. I don't see any blinking lights here. The School of Mining and Crafting... I don't think the School of Mining and Crafting is going to expand much more than it already has by virtue of the fact that we just don't have room. So at some point we'll have a bigger town. We'll have a much bigger city, and then we'll build like a full Stanford-style university on its own island or something. We're just not quite there yet. So that's something to look forward to, guys. All right, animal products. Crops and flour to produce pastries, and they don't have, I don't know, it said it wasn't operating properly, but everything was fine by the look of it. Flour mill produces flour, cattle shed produces animal products, and we have these producing animal products as well. So is there something we're not producing? Crops, just outright crops. That's what these produce. Pears. So we're producing everything we need for this. We have our warehouse yard with animal products here for reasons. Now, do we also need a place to store flour and crops? We could put down a couple of small warehouses here. Maybe just like put them next to each other. Stored resource. We got animal products. We got flour. Let's go ahead and move this power line. There. Did that like move the power line but not the actual... That moved the tower but not the line. Okay, that's great. New plan. We're gonna... Hold on, we need to use this bulldozer, don't we? We're gonna run the power line around the back of our new stockyards, because that seems to make a lot more sense. From here to here to here. We're pretty good on redundant power right now, but this whole area was getting its power from there. Okay, this is an indication that we need more fire stations. I don't mind if the firefighters have to go a little while before they get to their destination, but the nearest fire station is over here, and I guess that's just not gonna fly. So, what do we got? We've filled this area in pretty well. But what we haven't done is anything with the area outside here. I think maybe... Alright, autosave freeze. Maybe we'll put it right about there. That way it's on a major highway. You can get back and forth easily. Yeah, here's another one. I've definitely been skimping on the fire department coverage. That's not the end of the world, you know. You end up with the occasional abandoned, burned down house, but you know, I don't want to play it cruel. I prefer to keep things working properly. So this right here, this is our second entrance into town, and it would appear that it's getting a lot of extra traffic because, oh, water. Because now we have people from this neighborhood coming into town that way. And I hadn't really anticipated that, so this is the result. And we should be able to deal with this reasonably well. We might have to do the roundabout thing here. And we're going to have to set up some traffic rules here. So let's do it again. All right, let's go ahead and... What have we got going on here? There doesn't seem to be any issue here. Here we need to tell these guys to yield. We have a stoplight here. And just by the look of it, I don't think we have any issues with like traffic doing weird stuff, but hello? Hello? I choose this. There's probably a better way of doing it, but for some reason I can't work out how to like delete nodes. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. No, I got it right. So we don't want people using this to make U-turns, for one. That's an easy fix. We'll just tell them they can't do that. If you're getting off here, you have to turn right. This is fine. This right here is, however, a problem. But it's mostly a problem because of this intersection. So this intersection gets to be a roundabout. What that? Yeah, I want to delete the truck. Sure. And I think that's going to be in the way, and that's going to be in the way. But we can replace that after the fact if we have to. Okay, so I think 2 lanes should be enough here. But we'll be able to expand it a little bit if we decide that it isn't. Let's start here and go out to there and then delete that, hit the curve button, and do it right this time. What do you guys say? Shall we do it right for a change? Come on. Come on, line up. Man, I make sloppy roundabouts. This is not a pretty roundabout. Let's see. Can we kind of cajole this into shape a little bit? Here, let's go ahead and delete this section here. I don't know if we can cajole this into shape, honestly. It's kind of bad. There's an interesting new definition of the term round that I wasn't previously familiar with. It looks more or less circular. I think it might just have to do. Okay, all right, let's get our roads back in before people start, driving off cliffs because they haven't realized there's no roads left. Give me distance too short. Don't give me that. And then we have, what is it, a 2-lane with a median here. That's, where's our 2-lane with a median? It's this guy, right? No, it's this guy. It's this guy. All right, I found it. There it is. And then here we got a 4-lane. That's standard. This guy. Now, what did I just end up deleting? Well, whatever it wasn't zoned as such. There's an ice cube factory here. We'll just leave that. But I'm reasonably sure this has to go. Didn't lose anything too significant here. These were just little pump yards. And a standard 4-lane over here. That's this guy. And let's see if this does the trick. I'm thinking this will probably clear things up nicely. Not a lot of traffic here, and I've got left turns disabled already, so that shouldn't be causing any issues. Same here, and same here. You know what? Do I need to set up right-of-way rules for the roundabouts? I might not have done that on the other one. I mean, it's simple. You just have to make traffic entering the roundabouts yield. Do we have complete gridlock now? Is that what's happened? Simulation's running and traffic has come to a complete stop. I'm trying to work out why. Well, now it's moving again. Not sure what that was about. Let's keep an eye on this for just a second and see if it starts clearing up. Academic report. What do we got here? Got 2 new academic works. A game by an innovative student group that augments reality, helping tourists find the sights in the cities. Skylines Go. You imagine like Pokemon Go only with Skylines, which, yes, I get it, that's the joke, but what if you can just like build fake buildings in your town? That'd be kind of fun. And a visual guide for people to flawlessly plan their public... You heard me. This is still pretty rough. We are getting so much traffic coming through from the new neighborhood here. It's backing up all the way back here. I don't have any instantaneous solutions for this. I don't have any easy solutions for this. So I'm going to think about that, and we're going to work on fixing it next episode, because we don't have time to work on this today. So let me know in the comments what I need to do to make this work better. I am open to any suggestions, no matter how silly, although I might not implement them. And to prove that it can be done, everything is just fine here now. Look at how nice and smooth traffic is. Why are these guys not getting water? Oh, jeez. I'm having some really weird snapping issues today. My water connections don't seem to be working properly. So let's go ahead and fix that. Okay, now we have water. But things are starting to come together here. It's still not completely sorted. We still have some employment issues. We still have some abandonment issues, but traffic is flowing along pretty well there. Here, needs some work. Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, let me know in the comments what I can do to fix our little traffic catastrophe, and we'll work on that next episode. All right, folks, peace out. See you next time.